You're the answer to my gluttony. Something makes me wanna lock you up, throw away the keys.
She knew what I was like when she met me. Sexy. Now she wanna lock me up, tryna arrest me. If I even stand next to a girl, you should see what she texts me. Nah, not me, I'm on a different energy. Swipe and delete that memory. It's clear to see I'm living my life, I'm doing me.
I cannot deal with the jealousy.
Putting in work, I ain't chilling in the bits. Champagne lifestyle, doing up bricks. Had to put a stop to the bickering shit. Now look who's got the knickers in the twist. You really thought you could better me. I make sure you remember me. Shake my head at how you went from a friend to an enemy.
I cannot deal with the jealousy.
Something tells me you're the answer to my gluttony. Something makes me wanna lock you up, throw away the key. Something tells me you're the answer to my gluttony. Something makes me wanna lock you up, throw away the key.
I already told you you were the one. I really don't know why you wanna stun. Got family getting involved. Relationship goals got you on your ones. But you know I still show out. That's why the show sold out. See the queue at the front. My nigga Rick put a queue in the blunt. Said skep, we should go to the stew for a month and kill.
Gone through November when you don't get your way. So I stay out the same until then. I don't want no pressure. Pheromones, they tilt the gauge. So I fall down the rabbit hole again. Something tells me you're the answer to my gluttony. Something makes me wanna lock you up, throw away the key. You're the answer, you're the answer. Something makes me. You're the answer. You're the answer. Something tells me you're the answer to my gluttony. Something makes me wanna lock you up, throw away the key. Something tells me you're the answer to my gluttony. Something makes me wanna lock you up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Met this pretty ting, nice to meet you, mucho gusto. Sweeter than a churro, she call me Papi Chulo. Yeah, I'm single, baby girl, but how about you though? Tryna make you my number one, tryna make you my numero uno. Sweet, 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 sweet. She's sexy. I'm in love with her brain, man, she's stuck on my mind. She only speaks when she has an epiphany. Kind of girl you wanna fuck all the time, ride me like I'm genuine. I suck on her nipple, she's sucking on mine. She told me hit it from behind.
Jesus, we're spicy this morning.
I think that I found me a keeper. 4 or 5 for Mamacita. Let's do it like Mickey and Mallory. Get you some ice to go with your tequila. I just bought a Rolex, broke it in half, cause this one's a creeper. We're sipping liquor by the liter. Pussy so good it put me in a sleeper.
When I look left in the morning, there's a bitch who's trying to stay. Who are you? Did we smash or not, man? I don't recognize her face. Who are you? I don't need your talking or your weed, you're trying to blaze. No. Me and Skep linked up and now we're dancing in the rain. Sweet, 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 sweet.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thursday, the traditional day. We are live, bro. It's early today. Early settings. Wholesome. Because I'll go to a nativity play at some point today. So that's why we're here so early. But, you know, if you're on your commute to work, whatever it is that you're doing, if you are in the US, mate, it is a great morning. Look outside, man. It's fucking beautiful. I understand. Why? Why? Because the rays got cut, ladies and gentlemen. That's fucking why. That's why it's so beautiful. But if it is the evening for you, shout out to Southeast Asia. If it's the afternoon and you're in Europe, you suck. The show will start pretty soon. Let's tune into some more music, ladies and gentlemen. Live, Ronin Radio. Let's get it.
If you ever knew.
Time.
Sometimes I don't text you back, but I never mean to disrespect you. I'm on the road trying to do this thing. I know you see where man's trying to get to. I've been around the world and back. I ain't met anybody I want to be with more than you. That's why when the sun goes down at night, man, I'm calling you. The girl of my dreams, you ain't trying to be part of the scene. And when I talk in code, you know what I mean. Too much style, way too clean. I'm in love with the way that you mix the Palace with Celine. How you mix the Chanel with the Preen, too clean. The best piece of art I ever seen, the perfect picture. Lost money this summer, so you know I gotta grind in the winter. I ain't one of them waste man trying to flex on Insta. I'm really out here with an axe trying to chop down timber. This ain't a game like knockdown ginger. Our love strong like Mufasa and Simba. Never need to download Tinder.
Sometimes I don't text you back, but I never mean to disrespect you.
I'm on the road trying to do this thing. I know you see where man's trying to get to. I've been around the world and back. I ain't met anybody I want to be with more than you. That's why when the sun goes down at night, man, I'm calling you. Sometimes I don't text you back, but I never mean to disrespect you. I'm on the road trying to do this thing. I know you see where man's trying to get to. I've been around the world and back. I ain't met anybody I want to be with more than you. That's why when the sun goes down at night, man, I'm calling you. Man, I hate this phone. Kiss my teeth when I hear the ringtone. Put it on silent, leave me alone. Mum's like, Junior, when are you gonna come home? Mum, man's on the roads. Text her a love heart, text her a rose. I gotta do these shows, cause I ain't trying to see another tear run down your nose. No, Mum, your son's got ambition. Could have been dead, could have been in prison. But I had this vision of all the fam living in better conditions. So I had to go OT. Man, I've been OT since 03. And all my ex-girls know me. I ain't really ever gonna stop low-key. Cause I got a big team. And they all want sick things. Big rings like Saturn. Forget the fame that's already happened. Man, I'm on top. But I can't stop till all the man them a pattern. I ain't out here following fashion, and you done know. As soon as I come home, we can go shopping in Hatton. Sometimes I don't text you back, but I never mean to disrespect you. I'm on the road trying to do this thing. I know you see where man's trying to get to. I've been around the world and back. I ain't met anybody I want to be with more than you. That's why when the sun goes down at night, man, I'm calling you. Sometimes I don't text you back, but I never mean to disrespect you. I'm on the road trying to do this thing. I know you see where man's trying to get to. I've been around the world and back. I ain't met anybody I want to be with more than you. That's why when the sun goes down at night, man, I'm calling you. I don't want to listen to her. She don't want to listen to me. Last week we're talking together forever. This week, more fish in the sea. Shit's just killing me, G. I had the perfect picture. It was all laid out for me. But I feel like I'm in love with the pain fam, cause it's the same old story. Same old questions. What's your body count? Who are you linking before me? And I hope she don't ask me back, cause my life like an episode of Maury. I run out of excuses. The truth is I'm so cold, I'm so frozen. Too many times my heart has been broken. And I can't even do the fake love, there ain't no pretending. Thought that I found my partner in crime, my co-defendant. But it's like watching a film and you already know the ending. See me, I think too much. Try to keep it short and sweet, but I say too much. Now she wanna go back and forth, she wanna play two touches back to square one. Both said things that shouldn't have been said, did things that shouldn't have been done. Wish I could turn back time and I wish that I could get a rerun, cause I had the perfect picture.
It was all laid out for me.
But I feel like I'm in love with the pain fam, cause it's the same old story. Same old questions. What's your body count? Who are you linking before me? And I hope she don't ask me.
Alright, bro. We're gonna start the show in a moment time, okay? Yeah. In a moment's time. We're waiting for start, bro. We're always fucking waiting for start, aren't we, mate? It is what it is, bro. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're locked in. It's the Ronin Radio, bro. We're here. It's Thursday, the traditional day. We got some updates coming from macro markets, bro. Fableborn still leading the charge out here. We got a G-Host tweet that Stark may get spicy about. And on top of that, we're going to look at some of the news and the updates coming out of the Cambria too, because they're still full steam ahead, doing really, 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 really well. Two of those products, honestly, I mean, we're going to break it down in the next 20 minutes or so. It's a short show today as well, so get your kicks real quick before 9:30 a.m. and then we're getting the fuck out of here. So we got the song of the day, Gigs Cash Converters, bro. Just put this one in your playlist, bro. Just put this one in your playlist, and then when you play it, you're probably, you know what I mean? You're probably just gonna like fucking kick your dog out the window, bro, because it just hype you up too much. It just is what it is anyway. Someone tweet Stark on the timeline right now saying, bro, hurry the fuck up, man. Well, okay.
Yeah, that's how we roll. She wearing a Rolex, Polo's moving cold, and I'm on that grown flex. I bet you that they fold. These niggas made some bold threats. I'm living by that code, technicolor coat like I'm Joseph. She's in a sexy robe, she's in a sexy robe. I'm gonna get them both. Call me a dog, I go fetch. I'm gonna get them smoked, I'm gonna get them ghosted. I'm over the west coast, mashing on me looks grotesque. Right now I'm moving dolo, I'm kinda on my solo shit. My missus just got FOMO, booked us a quick lit Como. Life ain't easy, I'm in control though. Lengthy and I can throw that. Trying to find you a helmet Todo. I'm not the Wizard of Oz, I smoked that witch. Back in the days when I was in PJs, talking about those MTV days. Back to the time of the trapping relay, washing up, bagging up that freebase. She's trying to get my details these times. I'm trying to watch that he say, she say. I'm on the beach chilling out with Shorty. She ordering some fresh ceviche. How could you stoop so low? How could you do that madness, bro? Walking the wild just flow. God's armor, I got my back exposed. Man, them are at my throat. They counting me out how mad that though. I put them onto game and I've given out them access codes. My girl, man, they curl them nails. Go put it, curl them toes. Go get some brand new clothes, cause we going to carbon. I got a ball of flows here, standing in Martin Rose. They couldn't unit 10 days. Man, them a wall of road.
Hey, what you saying? Let's turn it up.
Backhands on, got rid of that worker. It's me that's rowing this boat, no I can't just sit back and be an observer. Nigel boy, I got green on white, I was trying to rap yeah in the low like Burner. Punters doing no burglar, hit that lick on when cash converter. Said if you come with a cash out, said if you come with a cash I'll serve it. Free bro and smoke like smoke.
Nah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but this verse right here needs a reload. It just does. All right, don't ask questions. It needs a reload.
Martin Rose, they couldn't unit 10 days. Man, them a wall of road.
Hey, what you saying? Let's turn it up.
Backhands on, got rid of that worker. It's me that's rowing this boat, no I can't just sit back and be an observer. Nigel boy, I got green on white, I was trying to rap yeah in the low like Burner. Punters doing no burglar, hit that lick on when cash converter. Said if you come with a cash out, said if you come with a cash I'll serve it. Free bro and smoke like Snoop, judge gave him a beard and the case was murdered. But you can't tell me about my ones, can't tell me don't take it further. Pray that broski gets his appeal, cause the judge tried turning him to a long term. Beef was frying, he bun that burger. Bow, but don't get shit twisted, no. Even though that I rap, I'm still trying to trade in towns like New York Knicks did. Still gonna put drinks on big bits, and I still got no love for the piglets. And you know that I come from talks of the way that I rock is a little bit different. And there's no point trying to blend in, cause it looks like I play for the Detroit Pistons. But from a kid I've been chasing a bag, man picked up a box in the alley like Liston. But I've been knocking them out like Leon Edwards. Done Usman back when he kicked them. So-called gangsters got him victim. Now the front of the Whitney fiction, cause they had a band and lines for the victim. Then I clipped them, it is what it is now. Staying consistent, back to the biz now. I was in a system, slanging them hits out now. I'm on the airway doing them trips now. I'm not telling me thinking I'm lit now, but I've been lit from a kid, I'm just big now. Make all the y'all them still when I look out things I'm gone, cause she saw me with gigs now. Open the bits now, moving diligent, sat and I can't even know it was innocent. Like some pipes and Henny with ice. That summertime nights got everyone feeling them. All of the bad ones and then I'll chill again. Maxi, Jesse, the back just chilling. Don't know why, try to keep like saying stand up and there with no more Gilligan. But you ain't feeling like that, so actors, niggas ain't savage like that. What's happening, man, just capping on tracks, embarrassing. Ain't a fan trying to do it. Following what they ain't adding up. That face be fresh, no man swagging up. That's the back and I'm packing up fast. Watch what you say, you can't with time. Backhands on, got rid of that work. It's me that's rowing this boat. No, I can't just sit back and being up here. Nigel way I got green and white out, trying to rap again. I know like beer. Punters doing up big, like it's like this. I'm with cash conveyors. Said if you come with the cash out, said if you come with the cash out, save it. Free blow and smoke like smoke. Just gave my bed, the case was beer. You can't tell me about what I want. Can't tell me don't take it fair. The pray that blows, he gets his appeal. The judge tried to turn him to a long term. And beef was fine, he pulled that bag.
Song of the day, bro. Cash Converse. Cast is actually cold. If you can understand his Scouse accent, you'll know how fucking cold he is, bro. Crazy out here. It's crazy out here, but what are we gonna get into today, man? What are the topics? What's happening, bro? Fableborn is still absolutely popping. There's some updates on the guild's settings going on right here, bro. But there's a whole lot happening, man. There's a lot of guilds that are coming to the forefront now as well, bro. So like, you know, you start seeing a large demand for being in a guild, playing with a guild, and the guild performing well. Chronicles still Raiden's guild #1 spot as it is 267,000 guild glory. Now, one thing is, bro, the guild glory comes from like what, guild bounties and spending power on the shop, right? So is it really how good the guild is, or is it how rich the guild is? That's the question. I don't know. Either way, Mark of the Zeal in second position, and the Galaxy Guild is in third. Kag's closely behind them, and Searchfire, shout out to Travis, in fifth. There is a second Mark of the Zeal Guild right up there too, bro. Like we gotta push, bro. If you're in Mark of the Zeal, shout out to you. But we need to keep pushing it. On a player leaderboard, yo, I'm 1300 hundredths. How do we even say that? Like, I'm shit basically. But that means there's a lot of players. There's 76 pages of players currently competing in Fableborn. So we're looking at potentially, right, no bots, at about 2,000 players daily at the moment, which is pretty good for this industry. Swear down. Okay, one second.
Everyone scatter. If you feel brave, don't run then. Your boy ran left you, that's a bad friend. I'm still with the same guys from back then. You know Lash, that's gang them. And Dex, one them. You wanna be the loudest guy in the room. I came with the quietest dude. And if you heard that he's live, it's true. He got a Glock 21 minus 2. So you got riders, we got riders too. And we don't like to lose any funny business. Then my guys on you. Now your white tee looking like rice and stew.
My young G's on goal, he can't help it. Trying to turn white tees red velvet. Cause he's greedy and he's selfish. Hopped out and left my Michael Phelps in. I gave him a jailhouse rock like Elvis. Rocked him and his brethren weren't helping. Mind out if I reach for my pelvis.
All right, I got a message saying that the mic was echoing, giving feedback. Hopefully it's better now. Oh, it is. I hear it. We sorted it out, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, we're going to start this show in a moment's time. Stark is on his way in. I actually forgot to let him know that we were doing an early show. So that's a on me, bro. That's a on me. Ghostin, shout out to you, bro. You also get guild glory for turning in your swords into guild points, which is a thing. But we're gonna listen to one more tune and then we're gonna get this we're gonna get this show started, all right?
I'm tryna fuck, yo. She wanna pull me a shot. She wanna rock, yo. Doing Pilates, body and waist, bad.
My name is Mario, and today we're going to be talking about why you should be happy. Without further ado, let's get straight into this.
Yo, before I start this shit, I'ma call this one flow. You got something to say, ain't got nothing to show. Ain't gotta say she bad, you already know. Bad. best fix your face before I take your home. No joke. VVS, all on my neck, it got you man, they're stressed. I'm tryna be top 2, -1, don't know for the rest. I'm grabbing the back, it's making sense. Gotta show love to the breast. You owe me dough, best pay me back before I add interest. I'm controlling it all the way and she's submitting. If me and you parted ways, goodbye, good riddance. I like when she talks back, but she gonna listen. Yes. Let's listen, yo. Before I start this shit, I'ma call this one flow. You got something to say, ain't got nothing to show. Ain't gotta say she bad, you already know. Bad. Best fix your face before I take your hoe. No joke. GLA or the GLE, 63, not 53. ABC, man, give it a D. Now shit all on me. How do you, man, sleep at night? I wonder, no Steve. Always watching me, I beg, let me breathe. Slide in a function, make that lit, same way this sweet one. Tryna slide in, same way, both sliding. Cash that job, no pronoun thing, but G, I'm him. Yo, man said I got one flow. Is it cause I took your hoe? Is it cause I took your bitch? She got bread, so we gonna trick. Before I start this shit, I'ma call this one flow. You got something to say, ain't got nothing to show. Ain't gotta say she bad, you already know. Bad. Best fix your face before I take your hoe. No joke. Fuck that girl you're chasing, that's a waste of time. Yo, fuck that tired of waiting, just do my side. Too much tires, so much tires, I can get you slimed. But let's see, I got head to toe, but I'm not a fashion guy. So much chrome on me, the top came oversized. So much chrome on me, the top came oversized. Aye, for me, I don't know, I had to let them go. Try hide that hate from me, but that envy still gonna show. I can vouch for been in the tea, you have beans lined up on the road. Found me a sweet one. Before that, it was bros over hoes. Didn't sleep till I got man down and turned man's day right upside down. I thought he'd sing like James, but fed for that I was serving brown. I don't want no love, I'm out of time until they give me the crown. And by then, I'll be gone, I'll be out of town. Fuck that girl you're chasing, that's a waste of time. Yo, fuck that tired of waiting, just do my side. Too much tires, so much tires, I can get you slimed. But let's see, I got head to toe, but I'm not a fashion guy. So much chrome on me, the top came oversized. So much chrome on me, the top came oversized. This here gonna hurt feelings, A&E way more than a beating. Heart gone cold like where's the heating? Bando settings a business meeting. Hungry still best know I've been eating. They gotta pay me just for the greeting. Got that from early, like winter. These days keep it in the circle, can't man just way too inner. She asked me about the sign I throw up, I told her babe we winners. Fuck that girl you're chasing, that's a waste of time. Yo, fuck that tired of waiting, just do my side. Too much tires, so much tires, I can get you slimed. But let's see, I got head to toe, but I'm not a fashion guy. So much chrome on me, the top came oversized. So much chrome on me, the top came oversized. Tired of all these hoes, baby, I need your love. I just told Bo it's us. I hit that one, no fuss. I hit that one, then cut. Aye, skirt, I'm in a rush. Aye, it's us. Aye, it's us. See me now, they act up back then, you wouldn't look my way. Blue little bag today, relax, babe, it's just 10k. The labels know they need me. When I smile, you see the VVs. My bro just got that CC. I just put her in CC. Aye, it's us. I just put her in Chanel. My haters, I wish you well. Bear don't kiss and tell. My ups are broke as hell. It's us. It's us.
Left hand on brick and my right hand stunner. Woke up in the middle of the night. My house still broke. Oh my God, what a bummer. All the pussy niggas get robbed in the summer. On my Hummer. Switch on the stick. Switch.
God. It's time, bro. We said, yo, we're gonna have an early show today. It's literally the same time as the normal start time. What happened? What happened is I forgot to tell Stark that we were doing a show early today, so we didn't end up doing a show early today because the show doesn't go on without this beautiful Frenchman. You guys know that. But good morning. Hopefully you enjoyed the series of songs. If you didn't, fuck you. Straight up, here's what it is. Hey, welcome anyway. It's the Ronin Radio. If it's your first time tuning in, make sure you're following the Ronin Radio social account, social account. What the fuck am I talking about? Just follow the Twitter, bro. At the same time, if you're here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Hey, that would be cool. We have not made any videos yet, and if people start subscribing, then maybe videos will get made. You know, we got to break the echo chamber, which we've been saying for like half a year, and I still haven't made a video. But like we've only just got good products, okay? That came from right up the top, saying that, you know what, the product was not that great for a while, and all of a sudden now it is. We are being saved by Cambria and Fableborn in that perception. Do you agree with that? Do you believe that is true too? Let me know in the comments. But today, that's what we are going to talk about. I think we're just going to get real spicy for like 30 minutes and then call it a fucking day. I hope you guys are down for that. If you're not down for that, then, you know, fair enough, bro. It's, you know, it's your life. Live it. Without further ado, though, with no camera yet again, Stark is in the building. Good morning, sir.
GM.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. The new webcam's in the mail.
That's what it is. You got like a whole setup happening right now, right?
I think by Saturday. So tomorrow I receive my graphics card, and then I can spend the weekend mounting a PC, assembling a PC for the first time. So that's going to be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait to see your beautiful face here on the show again. Right now, bro, I'm sweating. I love this game. I don't know about you, but
I love it.
This game is really setting a new standard for this industry, for this space. And we're seeing more and more people, bro. Yesterday, I think there was 50-something pages of players on the leaderboard in Fableborn. Today, there is now 76. So
is that in guilds? I think it's in guilds, or is it overall guilds?
No, that's guilds, right? Which I'm taking now as like the guaranteed player base, because like to be in a guild, like I guess, you know, this is not entirely true, but like you're most likely not a bot. Right, if you're in a guild and you're getting guild glory and, you know, you're doing those things. So like as a basis, Fableborn right now has at the bare minimum about 1,700 to 2,000 players playing every single day at the moment, because this is the season. They're in a guild. They're gonna do the guild bounties. They're also going to take part in the PvP events, right? So every single day, 2,000 concurrent daily active, not concurrent, 2,000 daily active players. It's fucking huge. We're back, baby. We're back. A game is actually back, and it has a good token. What the fuck world do we live in, bro? Is this real?
Don't worry, it'll go away soon.
Yeah.
The season will be over. And what's the plan after? Do you know? Because I'm gonna go through some severe withdrawal.
So the last time we spoke to Cam here on the show, he was saying that like they are actively wanting to get away from this like season style approach, because, you know, season on season, a lot of people don't like it. I don't like it. You know, I mean, screw me, go to hell. Like, they don't make a game for me, but they are very aware that, like, you know, this is not going to be how Fableborn is in the future. It's not going to be season based. Seasons have been necessary with just circumstance and the environment. But yeah, Cam was very adamant that, like, we're going to get to a point where Fableborn is like a 24/7 live, and then it's all about live ops, right? Like, can you keep operations up? What are you laughing about?
Wait till you see TCAP's comment.
Oh my god! Oh god! TCAP is being like on big troll mode this week. Like, I guess, you know what? When you have the most successful game in the entire industry, like, fair enough, bro. You can talk your shit. I feel it, bro. You do it. You do you, bro.
He says, can't Ronin Radio afford someone more skilled to play that game?
Oh, okay. No. I saw the video from Gaspode. There is no way I'm in the same category as that, bro.
You're losing to Queen, so focus up, because this is...
I'm losing to Queen, like, on level 71 of the campaign, by the way, bro. People on, like, nah, fuck you guys. You know what? Fucking stop sharing the screen. Do not do this off screen, bro. Fucking making me all fucking self-conscious and shit. What happened, bro? You're supposed to be like, you get on the show, bro, and talk your shit first. Look, listen, just because I'm not in a guild that is throwing money at me, All right, shout out Market Azil, but like you got to be smart about this, right? This game is expensive. But the guys that are at the top, Raiden's Guild right now, from what I'm hearing on the ground, right, this might be shit talking. And if it's shit talking and it provokes Raiden enough to reply to the Ronin Radio and be on a Ronin Radio show, then fair enough, mate, fair enough. But I hear them motherfuckers got the bag and they be throwing it like their guild members are stripper hoes. Like they getting bread, okay? Their glints is max levels, okay? My glint is level 8. So calm down. I know you're joking, but like I just thought it was fun for triggering and content at the same time. But this game, I fucking love this game, bro. I really do. Stark, we were gonna get spicy. We only got 30 minutes today. It's a short, quick, and in and out show. Actually, you didn't really reply on the side when.
We can warm up. We can warm up if you want, and then I'll decide if I say what I DM'd you.
Yeah. Okay. So yesterday we had rate cuts, didn't we? So macro rate cuts happened yesterday. Me and Stark tuned into the FOMC meeting. Boring as fuck. Snooze fest. Put someone else up there, which is going to happen next year. But sentiment, hawkish, whatever the fuck that is. Some of you guys might know what hawkish is. There's hawkish and dovish and fucking pigeonish. No, I'm joking. But like I thought we would have a good reaction from it. Rates cut, cool. Next one is probably next month. January is going to be rate cuts again potentially. But then after that, they're like, we don't even know. We don't know what we're doing. But and it's kind of fucked things up. I thought it was going to be like, okay, let's cut some rates. Let's get those rates cutted, chopped, and let's go up. And this is what we got. Stark, do you recall at the beginning of this week when I said, well, we did have a breakout of this long-term downtrend, but we should have a retest? I believe this is what we call a retest. How are you feeling about things? Did you give a are we long here?
I'm not in any positions. I'm still bummed that I round-tripped yesterday's long, so.
Yeah, so just to give you guys a picture of what Stark did yesterday, we'll go to the 5 minute because it's a bit more funny in the 5 minute. You bought like down here, right? Like here, somewhere.
Yeah, 92.8 or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's way higher. Yeah. Oh, you bought in a shitty position, bro.
No, wait, 91.8. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So it's around here. The price went all the way. You did this. This was round trip number 1 up here to 93.2 and then back right down. And then you held it. You went all the way back up to 90. Bro, you had 3 chances.
Yeah, but you're the one who kept telling me this is going to 96. Nothing's stopping it. So
no. Okay, wait. Can we rephrase? Because I was like, if we break the local high, there's nothing between this and like 96.
Okay,
right?
That's not how it was worded, but it makes sense. That's how I'm responsible for my own decisions anyway. I think any other day I would have TP'd there, and that was that glorious short at 94.
Yeah, actually, this is great, amazing technical analysis. This here is exactly what you should trust and exactly who you should go to for financial advice. 100%. Like I will, I will make your dreams come true, mate. So this is 100% non-sarcastic, legitimate financial advice from professionals with accredited credentials in this sector. So this is what you get here at Ronin Radio. It's all worth it. It's worth your time.
All jokes aside, it's still important to cover this a bit because the structure, the downtrending structure of Bitcoin has been broken. So it's looking like it's starting or attempting to recover at least. So it might. So otherwise, because if you're here for gaming or gaming tokens, this is relevant because since the 22nd, 23rd of November, the bottom of that thingy, where it's attempting to recover. So we'll see.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is it on the week by week play, the week by week plays, mate. Last week was an indecision, bro. So that's why I'm quite, what would I say? Apprehensive. Maybe a little jump in the gun happening here, but I'm quite confident. I'm fairly confident that things are going to start making a recovery. Maybe it's a 2026 thing. We normally December has this kind of flurry of bullish sentiment. But 2026, maybe people start buying. Then you have to factor in tax year as well in April. So there's a few hurdles in some cases ahead of us. But I do think that this right here, right, if we put these back on, fucking millions of lines, just focus on this one diagonal line right here. We love a good like wedge. We came out of the wedge, we broke above it, we actually broke the highs in terms of price, but never held there, and then came back for a retest right here. This is the break and retest. If I was a betting man, which I'm here in Web3, so guess what? I'm a fucking betting man. We're gonna break, retest, and I'm looking to see potentially some bullshit around here, back having interaction with this trend line, and then bam, this is what I'm saying, 100k, we're going backwards, run it back. Anyway, that is your daily analysis of legitimate, absolutely serious, sophisticated technical analysis for your financial needs.
So TCAF in chat says that Raiden will win because Mots will win because Raiden is French. The French don't win wars. I'll have you know, because this is constantly being said. There's a video that proves this too, but the French are just got such a bad rap because of World War II. But actually, if you look in history, it's out of all the major nations, it's the country with the highest win rate in wars. It's just.
Oh my god, are we talking about countries KD now, bro? We fucking 2.0, fucking kill to death ratio.
Yeah,
let's go. W France, bro. Let's go. I never thought I'd ever say that in my life. So let's keep it moving with the show. How are we feeling, Start? Well, let's check the timelines because is there any drama? Wait, what? Official Ronin strategy guide is coming onto my timeline right now. What the fuck is this? Hello? TCAF, is this legitimate? Can we get a confirmation? Or is this like manga? I mean, not manga.
Can somebody please send this to Gila so he can be better at the game?
So I can not die to fucking Queen on level 71 of the campaign. Yo, listen, talk shit to me in the chat if you're above level 70 on the campaign. If not, close your fucking mouth, okay? There we go. If not, close your fucking mouth. Let's check the timeline, bro. This timeline, I have actually taken a hiatus from Twitter because, like it's not like I'm a content creator or anything, but it's just like, what the fuck? Like, this is on my following page, bro. DJ, why? Why do we need to? You know what I mean? My favorite nurse. Are you fucking serious, bro? There's nothing. This is what I do. I scroll for like 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, cool. This is what we wanted to bump into, though. Some Cambria stuff, bro. We are sucking Fableborn dick right now, and I don't care about it. It's shameless. But like, Cambria's doing really, really well too. We do actually. I think it's right to check some of the season metrics right now. As you can see, 1.6 million run already spent in game. $1.3 million has been spent in the game as well. Of course, 1.6 million run is fucking not this anymore, lads. We're not there anymore. So sorry. 1.6 million run. In fact, let me get a calculator. Do some quick math. 1682 something times. What are we at? 17 cents. I'm going to go with 17 cents. Oh my God. Wait, bro. $250,000 has been spent in Ron, which is a fraction of this.
Yeah.
Which is not great. It's not great.
Well, it says it's the Ronin item game spend. So it's not the same thing as the total game expenditure because it doesn't. I guess unless the chapters, it's not accounting for the chapters bought on the Ronin side, I guess. Or is that what they're called, chapters?
I'm gonna be honest.
Whatever.
Like Cambria. You have an amazing game. It's fucking fantastic. What you guys are achieving is incredible, and I will stand by it and support it all day, every fucking day. Shout out Logic, right? But it's just like I loaded up the game the other day. Right? I loaded the game up. I sat there and I thought, what the fuck do I do now? Well, there's so much, and I feel like it requires like total commitment. You got to be committed to the bid. I don't know why I said it like that, but you got to be committed to be in Cambria, which absolutely serves a lot of the consumer base and the types of people that are here in this space. But it's not me, man. I'm not your guy. I'm not your geezer for that. That's just not what I'm on. Fableborn, I log in, I do my fucking tickets, I get the campaign maxed out, I do my guild bounties, clock out, see you tomorrow. Fucking beautiful. An hour, maybe an hour and 30 minutes topside. And then if I feel like it, I got a little bit of spare time and I wait like 7 hours, I'll come back and I got more tickets to go and run that shit back. So it's much more fitting in terms of the way that you play the game. For me, Cambria is just so much. There's so much information. You got to learn so much. You got to fully study. You got to get a degree in Cambria. You got to get a Cambria doctrine degree. All right. You got to go to fucking high school. Then you got to graduate Cambria High School. Cambria High. That's a good high school name for you. Then you got to go to the University of Cambria Tech. And you got to graduate from the University of Cambria Tech. And then
you got to get a PhD.
Yeah, you got to get a PhD. PhD Bria in the University of.
And then you have to get a Cambria wife, and then you have to get a Cambria wedding, and you have Cambria kids, and they have to start learning, and then maybe then you can start competing.
And then you've got to get a 401k Bria as well. So like it's just a lot. It's a lot. All right. But no, the game is still performing tremendously well. Like a lot of spend in there, a lot of player volume. You've seen a lot of that on the timeline. So shout out everyone that is involved. Good luck on your journeys for Chapter 3, my friends. I wish you nothing but success and prosperity.
Yeah. I would like to see a bit more I would like to see a bit more of the spend data from Fableborn. I don't know if they've announced much of it, but it's what I like about Cambria every season is that it's black on white. You can't fake these numbers that they're putting forward. I would like to know how much of the spend is on the App Store side, so with like credit cards and debit cards, and how much of it is with Power Token, and what's the volume like? How many players are spending? I mean, as much as we be able to see, I'd like to see that. Even just to compare, because the reward pool is much bigger on the Cambria side of things. So it would be cool to see if, I'd imagine there's a world in which the spend is near, I like proportional to the price pool. I think Fableborn might have more spend, but
yeah.
I'd like to see those numbers.
Bro, okay, so like let's be real. All right, I'm looking right now at the guild leaderboard, right? So let's be real, all right? These guilds have to be, there is almost a necessity to be spending power in the shop, on the website, right, to do certain things, right, to whether it's just to get the bounty fragments to be able to do the guild bounties, like, or if you're buying diamonds on here to do stuff in game. Some like I got a quest yesterday and it was like use Ember at level 5, right? So like you would have to go and buy Ember first and foremost, and she comes with the stuff to probably get her to level 5. But like this is what I'm saying, the spend, if there's over 1,700 players in guilds right now, all of which are spending probably like $20 bare minimum, right, to do shit. And then to be honest, when you're taking into consideration the bounty fragments, like $15.99, 100% people are copping this, 100%, right? And then like 3,000 odd diamonds to get an Ember or get what they need from the shop to actually be able to perform at a level like yours. I genuinely think we've got like $50 spend average. No, I wouldn't say average, maybe $20-$30 spend average from these players. This is just like things I'm pulling out of my arsehole, which is why we would like to see the data 100%. If we could have that, it makes sense. This actually shows as well, like Cambria is at this end of the spectrum and Fableborn is at the other end of the spectrum, being Cambria super on chain, right? Like super on chain. As soon as the spend happens, like we can see that, right? Very transparent in terms of that. Whereas Fableborn, you know, it's very, very almost Web 2 feel to it as a game. You know, in-app spends, we don't know. Like a lot of this data is not transparent. Is that something that we should change? Is that something that, like, even if the approach of this game is like a Web 2 front, you know, should we still have a desire to financially be more transparent for the ecosystem or the economy of this game.
What do you mean by more? What do you mean by more transparent? Just give more.
So like with Cambria, as I said, this game is heavy on chain, right? So anytime players are spending, like these are transactions that are happening on the blockchain. So it's almost as if they don't provide the data. The data is just inherent. Whereas with Fableborn, you know, you've got in-app spends, which aren't necessarily crypto transactions. Like people buying them on the web browser, on the shop, is a crypto transaction because you're paying with power. So there's that element to it. But like, should they?
I think
even
so.
if a company has in-app spends, like, should we make that a demand?
I think they should, because Cambria is doing it. Like they're the ones posting the tweets. They're the ones showing it in game or on the website. Like, you know, they're the ones pulling the data. So
Well, what is this? What is this that comes across my timeline? TCAF, let us know, bro. Jump into a new PvP extraction event, Guild Heroes 2. This one's different with over 108,000 RON up for grabs. Who's here to take the #1 spot and claim over 11,000 RON, which is $20? Guild Heroes 2 PvP extraction, 11th through to the 14th, starts at 10 p.m. UTC. When the fuck is that? No one knows what UTC is, bro. UTC time now.
So it started at 11 today or something.
It's 2:15
11
p.m.
in France.
Yeah. Okay, so
it started.
It's already active. I don't see it in the game though. Wait, I mean, I don't.
It's the PvP event. So
yeah. Let me see it. Guild Heroes 2.
You're too busy losing to Queen, so.
Oh shit! Yeah, the prizes are on. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are heating up, bro. This is what we need. This is what I need. This is what we need.
Just as
number 7. Please end the event. Shout out to Jasta, bro. Jasta, wait, how are you number 7, bro? Like, what are we talking about? What hero are you playing with? What's the levels like? What's going on, bro? Let us know in the chat, because I'm in a position with this game, right, where I haven't spent bread, right? I've tried to go. I mean, I've tried to do like a minimal spend run to try and see from a normal person's perspective, who's probably not going to be so like heavy on the crypto side, isn't taking huge risks, is experimenting for the first time. Maybe I've invited my friend to play this game. I'm spending at the rate that person would, right? And if I'm in a guild, and I'd be like, look, you need guild bounty tokens to go and get those. And also you need this many diamonds to go and get one of these things, right? Which has been spent. So I've probably spent $30, $40. My glint is level 8 right now. We don't have the currency, and I'm not going to buy the currency. So it's just a straight grind. And in terms of tomes, those types of things, like we don't have a whole host of resources. You see, we got nothing. We got nada. So I want to know how are other people doing out there. If you're ranking really high, like I actually want to know, because one thing I had as feedback, and this is probably a good thing, but like, I mean, I won't be able to see it here because I haven't done one yet, but on the leaderboard, there's no information. So like I can see who's number 1, but I can't see the data on his last run or his last 5 raids, right? And like how he performed, maybe not as far as like, okay, what are the skills he used, etc., but like seeing the hero he used, seeing how many orbs he got from the raid, seeing the enemies he defeated and the time it took for him to do that. I think those things would be very, very helpful for the information game to be visible by players. So if that's any feedback, that was what I would give. I don't know if you feel the same way about that stuff.
Sorry, I was struggling against. What's the name of that hero that's just perma healing?
The sorceress.
Purple. Yeah.
She's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Let's see what Jazz is saying. Yeah. Now I started the game very late, so I spent $700 when I started on day 5 of the season. Holy shit! Level 11 shade. Jesus, man, Jasta, fucking hell. All right, they're paying you well over there at SM, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Now I can make at least $700 back. Yeah, a lot of info is missing on many fronts. Yeah, there's definitely room for improvement. It's crazy that the game is so good, but still has lots of areas of improvements to still go. Like, this game can get better, which is what I'm trying to say. This is pretty good environment to be in. We cannot even see the bases we have raided yet, facts. So we don't even know the setup or anything like that. Like afterwards, post raid. Also, this is not common info, but even the defense log doesn't all the time. It doesn't tell you. Yeah, it doesn't show like all the times you get raided. So bit of an information letdown here, but we just they're winning too much to really be too mad about it. But just heads up, everyone. We are watching. We're seeing things, right? If we're giving feedback, we'd like to see it performed on. We had UI feedback on the guilds front, so I hope that's going well. There was a lot of feedback that was given on that because the guild management is a little here and there. So yeah, definitely room for improvement. Let's see what happens over the next few weeks. Stark, anything else that you give a single flying fucking shit about in this industry right now?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the same trifecta we were talking about on Tuesday. So
yep. Yeah.
I'm excited to see because Moku for Grand Arena, they've made some changes, and now your Mokis are going to be doing 36 games a day, I believe, something like that.
Yes. So it's a larger data pool.
At the start, I think it was 4 games a day or something.
It's not been a lot.
So, excited to see how that shifts things up for the leaderboard and all of that. But other than that, I've just got my little routine going, just making sure my Mokis are training. And then playing Fableborn. It's fun. What's next? What's next? I think there was I didn't have much time at my PC, but there was the Realms play had a thing live for a week or so. Yeah, there's like a playtest with a leaderboard. Yeah, leaderboard. I didn't get a chance to. Plus, my computer's like really on its last legs, so I'll be joining the next one at some point.
Yeah, shout out to the Realms team. They actually had a talk yesterday as well on Wednesday. If you're interested in what Realms are cooking, every Wednesday they're in there. The devs are in there, the team's in there, so you can get on the ground with them and really find out what's happening. So I would recommend that for sure. But yeah, playtest was this weekend. Heard some feedback from Ghosty saying it was really good event. Actually did very difficult, but that's good, and he was placing on leaderboards, so. If you want some advice with Realms, you could even hit up Ghosty himself, bro.
Okay. I'll do later.
Yeah. Well, we really have a Ronin routine starting to come back, right? Yeah. We haven't had one for a while. There is still the Axie routine, the bounty routine of like the Codex and stuff like that, which is almost a permanence in my Ronin experience now. But it's much broader, right? Yeah, you wake up, it's Grand Arena. You start training your Mokis 2 hours. Then you go ahead, do your Codex. You go ahead, do your Fableborn bounty, guild bounties. And then once you've done some of that or part of the way through it, you loop back, you train your Mokis again, and you keep it pushing. But, there's a lot to do in Ronin right now, which is something that I'm actually really, really happy about because it hasn't been that way for quite a while. But here we are. Okay, we ready to get spicy or what?
Sure.
All right. Now, I will warn you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show of the community. This is a show where we aim to not bullshit. We don't like holding back over here, right? We don't. We had Geos on the show on Tuesday. It was a great show. If you haven't seen that, go back and check it out. It is on our YouTube channel and is also on the X page to go and watch. You can watch the recap. It was really promising to hear Jiho's perspective on a lot of things and the personal side of it. And he also made a post later on in that day, which I think followed that sentiment, kind of revealing his personal opinion and stance on things. And that led us to this tweet right here. Let's read through it. All right, let's read through it. There was a period of time where I wasn't using Ronin products too much. I can't fake enthusiasm, and I refuse to use things that aren't good enough or resonate with me. That era is over, though. we had a first breakthrough with Axie Infinity's Atia's Legacy playtest. It surpassed my expectations and kept me engaged for the entire test, which I will concur to. Like, yes, great first playtest for Atia's Legacy. Then we got a flurry of activity. First, Moku Grand Arena, pre-season, training, analyzing, and watching my Mokis became a morning and evening ritual. Then we got Fableborn. I joined a guild, Mark of the Gilles, shout out to you guys. I joined a guild and I refused to let them down, perfecting my shade and completing bounties, arranging and perfecting my base. And of course, play Cambria. I'm mainly participating as the backer of 3 distinct guilds here. Next, I'll be checking out the Fishing Frenzy and Angry Dynamite's crossover. Basically, just alluding to the fact that there is product here now that he is happy to participate in, and that hasn't been the case previously. And you know, we'll all agree to that. Like a large portions of this year have been very much, what the fuck do we do? What are we doing here? I've been very bored, and when I'm bored, like, you know, stupid shit happens. But I'll pass the mic at this point. I was glad to hear his personal, you know, and an honest take here about, like, you know, I can't fake enthusiasm. And you know, I'm very much in the same boat. So resonating. Yeah,
same. Like, it's like you always appreciate the honesty, right? But I was just ranting a bit with you in private, basically just saying that it's like, I think this is how a lot of us Ronin, Axie, Maxis, and all of that, whatever you want to call us, feel. And I just feel like it's like I didn't like the tweet, basically. I'm just like, for me, G-House is probably the person with the most power regarding what is on Ronin, what decisions the teams are making, who's allowed in, who's allowed out, the direction that the ship is taking. And I don't think I don't like that that he's allowed to, not that he's allowed to say that, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's almost like a responsibility removal.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It's like that's something I could tweet, right? Just saying, I'm only here on the chain, blah, 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 blah. But when you're the one who's responsible for what games are on here, what games, you know, like, especially before Ronin opened up, all the games that rugged us, all the games that sucked all our liquidity out, we didn't have a say in picking them, right? Yeah. And then I liked the honesty of the tweet, but I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, in this phase, right? If you have the whole picture, the big picture here, in this phase, I think it's really important to communicate in this manner, especially for those maybe who are joining the picture at this point, which has happened with Fableborn. Like we can identify that. You know, a lot of new users in Ronin, even on our socials, right? With Ronin Radio, we've had interaction and engagement from brand new accounts more this month and last month than the entire year. So there's definitely a new wave of Ronin coming in. So it's important to communicate like this, right? It does paint a good picture. But yeah, when you see the big picture, when you know the big picture, it is a little bit like if you're not happy with the products, right, at a certain point, and you are arguably at the helm and in positions of hands on the helm, like, isn't that essentially your own doing? I actually, like, when you said it, I completely, you know, related to what you were saying. Like, and I think there's probably a lot of people that share that sentiment. It was a conversation that was had as well across the server that we have on our Ronin Radio server. If you would like to join, check the link in our bio. Conversations go down there every single day. A lot of cool and interesting people who have been in this space for a long time. It is not a place to be overlooked. But the conversations do go down, and it was like, you know, there's things that you can be happy about here. I am happy about it. I want Geos to be a bit more personal with us on the timelines, and, you know,
and to open back up after a very it's been a tough year, right? So like the opening up, but it's like he's one of the few people who has a hand in what the Ronin products are and the road that they're on. So it's like, I don't think it's a good enough. Not a good enough excuse, basically, because it's like I've given countless feedback over the last 4 years. I feel like 98% of it, no, Let's be honest. Yeah. I'm very loud on Twitter. So let's say 95% of it, because sometimes if I really want something done, I'll be very noisy about it. But most of the time, I feel like my feedback doesn't get, I'll just say applied, because it's listened to most of the time. It definitely doesn't get applied. So I don't feel listened to. And so when somebody who actually has a voice and who has directional power says, "Oh, I'm glad that the products are finally good because I wasn't using them myself," I'm like, welcome to the boat you're captaining.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, you didn't recognize?
Yeah, I thought you were steering the ship, bro.
It's like, yeah, it's literally like the captain coming on deck and being like, "Bro, I don't like the direction we're sailing in."
It's like, you're the only one who knows where the treasure is, bro.
Yeah. Like, I'm here just to tie fucking ropes, dude. Like,
I'm just rowing like a motherfucker over here. I've lost 5 limbs.
For real, I'm a fucking nugget at this point. Wait, 5 limbs? Because you lose your dick as well? What the fuck? Okay. All right. Let's wait, before we move on to this next one, which, spicy, not spicy, actually pretty good. I actually like this. But next topic. Just before we go over to that, let's take the positives out of this, though. It is true. There is now a flurry of products that a lot of us can be happy that they are here. They have been in the works for the majority of this year, but we are finally starting to see the fruition of them all coming here. I really have this thesis, right? I firmly believe this, bro. And I think this is the opportunity that will have been overlooked when we get to where we are going, right? Right now, this very second, the sentiment around crypto gaming is fucking dog shit macro wise, right? Like, for people who are looking for, that investment, and they are very much on the sidelines, they're on the bench, they're not players, they're not gamers. Their vision for this industry and what it will be in their lives is arguably not the same as like the gamers, the true Ronin that I hear, right? But they are looking for investment, right? Because they see opportunity here. They're not seeing it right now, right? That's the sentiment, that's the position that we've got into, where Web3 gaming is seen as like don't invest in that, bro. Just good, right? It gives opportunity. But this industry still exists. If you look at what the fuck is actually happening in this industry right now, there are tons and tons and tons of experiences, tons of games, tons of studios dying, bro. They're done out. They are finished, kaput, finito, done, goodbye, close the shop, delete Slack, stop paying your monthly subscription because you can't afford it, and they're out the door, right? So a lot of the shit is disappearing. Now, the creme de la creme that rises to the top, like your Fableborns, like your Cambrias, like your Moki or Grand Arenas, they all exist on Ronin, bro. I'm confident that the narrative in 2026 is that, like, quality gaming product, it's going to be Ronin based. It's going to have its claws, right, in the Ronin network. In terms of that, sounds very predatory. I don't mean it like that. That was a terrible analogy or description. What I mean is that this is going to be the environment. Ronin is going to be the environment. And when the externals or sidelines investors who largely bring in, the lump sum of a lot of the liquidity and volume that comes into this industry, are going to start noticing that, okay, well, the congregation of quality product that actually fulfills the investment, and makes it tangible, all operate and exist within the Ronin network. So how does that then change the view of the Ronin network itself? We asked a very tentative topic-based question to G-Host on Tuesday's show, just about how does it feel to have Fableborn launch a token and it be more valuable than the network in which it operates on? Go back and watch the show if you want to hear the answer from G-Host. But like, this is a real situation. We also had the debate, in another show about how applications will be the breadwinners. They should be more valuable than the network that they're on because the net spend is there, et cetera, et cetera. And this is there'll be a tangent if we explore that. But successful applications in this industry, I believe, are going to congregate around Ronin, and because they are right now in this industry, there is nowhere that has the engagement on a player basis, which games need players to survive. Games need players to actually be an investment opportunity. Games need players. Right. And all of those players will have experience in operating and existing and maneuvering in and around the Ronin network with a Ronin wallet. How then important does their profile on Ronin become across these experiences? How then can we implement more utility around Ronin as a token or Ron as a token? And then, you know, once we're at that point and the view on Ronin as a network becomes, okay, that's the area for opportunity in this investment type, what does that then look like? I genuinely, you know, I'm always going to be seen as like blue in the face, blue literally because of Ronin, but blue in the face, bullish. Like I just don't think that the last 4 years of people trying to do and try and make a repeat of what Axie did has enough quality or substance in it outside of Ronin to really fucking match us, bro. This is a long, cold, hard journey, right? It really fucking is, and we've seen that this year. So I do believe that next year there's going to be a little bit more respect on the name of Ronin as an environment for where this industry truly has every bit of opportunity to excel and to flourish. So
yeah, and I think the founders IRL meetup that they're going to have this month, or that they have had, or that
it's
they will
huge,
have later this month. It ties all of those topics together, right? Because it talks about it. They'll talk to us about the games that have launched, how they feel about that. I would personally like to know more about, because I think Abra was saying most of the games were hand-fed by Sky Mavis. It's not like they aren't responsible somehow. So it's like, yeah, even though there's no good Axie experience, the Sky Mavis team still definitely has to have played a big part in. Otherwise, all these games wouldn't be here, right? It's not a coincidence that they're all here. I would just like, as a network owner, I would like to know more about how that goes, because otherwise you just hear the stories about all the games that fail, or the games that go out, and all the stories. And we've all heard stories about different teams, the way they've been so-called treated by Sky Mavis, etc., different ways. And then who knows, you know, when it's all hearsay, and when teams are bitter. Like if they built a good game, they wouldn't have failed, you know. So that's a cold hard truth. And so then, do you really believe people who are bitter? But that's why I'd like to hear more about, rather than these black boxes, like Sky Mavis Moku seems like a black box. Sky Mavis Fableborn, black box. Sky Mavis Cambria, black box. We know nothing about how they go. What are the interactions? How have they helped? Who helps who how? It's completely opaque.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. And
that's why I would like to know. I will be fine combing anything that's posted about whatever they tell us about their meeting, what they talked, and looking back on the year that's passed and looking forward to next year. I'll be fine combing every detail of those posts, because it's What do we?
It's the most important, you know. I guess
it's what
communication
we didn't get this year. I don't feel like we got enough communication. I feel like a fucking broken record, because every time that we're in a low point of sentiment, I'm always talking about like it's a communications issue, and it's like making the community feel heard, and that's hard, because you've got the people building who are like hard at building, and then those are very special, sometimes very much so undervalued, underappreciated roles, the guys who are in between the community and the builders, because you have to be smart enough and smart enough to understand what's being built and how to communicate it, and then how to address
the community with that. True. So that's why shout out to people like Jace, bro, legend. Definitely see some good signs. I don't know if this is your suggestion, Jace, to openly communicate this, because I believe Sky Mavis will have these types of meetings, year on year and probably quarterly, as well. Like, I don't think they're a brand new thing, but like the transparency on it seems to be a little bit more of a new thing. They do address this in the past. We've had letters from founders, we've had letters from Trung around Axie stuff and stuff like that. Like, it is always good to be kind of let into the other side of it. But yeah, I'm just kind of anticipating and excited around, what this ends up looking like. But that'll be one hell of a show, ladies and gentlemen. After that gets dropped, the fine combing, the addressing of it, the ability to bring people through and kind of have conversation around it is going to be big. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys will be looking forward to tuning into the Ronin Radio to hear that as well. But yeah, I'm seeing in the chat right now as well, Spiffy McGee earlier said, what about Trung and Psychout when we were talking about G-Host and being kind of opening up on the timeline and kind of letting us into his thoughts? I definitely agree. Trung, it's not so much his bag, and we know this, we've understood this. He likes to laser focus in on product and engineering and building these great experiences and building out his vision. And if that's where his talents best fit, like, and I believe they are, like, more power to it, right? Like, is it a hindrance or is it a benefit for him to be on the timeline and spending time in that manner? A part of me says yes. I still think it would be, just letting people know his thoughts. Like, if we know the great thing that you're trying to build, then people can get behind that, right? Like, and they can support you for that. They can give feedback for it. They can, arguably get involved in that process. And then does it become a greater venture because of that? And then Psychout as well. Psychout has been very, very quiet, over the course of this year. But let's be honest, every time Psychout seems to get on the timeline, there tends to be some drama. I think, like, it's difficult in their roles. Like, there's always going to be trolls around them, and kind of not entertaining the trolls is best, but completely being silent and not addressing anything, something like the ambiguity arguably can be like more damaging in some way. So would I like to see them acting in a similar manner to the way that G-Host has started to over the last few months? Arguably, yes. Like, I really would. Like, I would love to have even if it was like one tweet a week, right? That just kind of follows Trung's mind, his thoughts, the things that he's been tackling recently and like what he thinks about that. Like, it could even be an article, right? And, there's a lot to ask on top of the stuff he's already doing, but that would be something that I would be really, really interested in following along and joining that journey on it. And if we take Psychout's role, from what we know of it, from what is revealed of it, I think it would be very interesting to hear how the cogs are working, within Sky Mavis, his review on like performance from his perspective and things that he's focused on improving and areas that they're working on and so on and so forth. I think that the same thing could be applied to both Trung and Psychout, and it really is just like letting us know like what it is you're trying to accomplish and the track record of the steps made to accomplish those things. And people will get behind that beyond the trolls that are there. There is a lot of people in this network who are ready and willing to support that. So maybe a thing to happen in the future. But Jay says collated all questions from posts, so it's in front of leadership. Yeah, awesome. Let's see how the reaction goes from here. But we're going to close with the show because we need to be quick. I'm going to get on the road in a moment. I can pass on feedback from a founder level. Would you / community want to see more people posting about what they are doing outside of a founder level? Absolutely. I think what Pos2 is doing right now is absolutely tremendous. Like, I really want that. Like, if I was, right, I'm always out here looking for opportunity because the boy is broke out here. But if somebody was on the inside of Sky Mavis and there was more, like, content is so important in this day and age. The personability of a company is so important in this day and age. The PR of it then grows from it. And, you become a more relatable company that people want to champion and support. And I feel like there is that here in this industry specifically, there is cult elements to it, but also if we're able to be on the inside a little bit more, there's a lot more to be excited around. You build personalities around workers at Sky Mavis. They become fans of workers, which means they're going to support products that they put out because they're a fan of the person. Like, I'm a huge fan of Jeff Camp. Shade is a fucking legend. App.axie is a product that I champion because I champion Shade and the improvements that get made. I'm like, you know what? That's my fucking boy, bro. I know he knows what he's doing, right? And that's been like a long-standing thing. I don't think I could pinpoint anywhere else across Sky Mavis where there is similar, figures that are working on products that we, are passionate about and support and invest in that I could put in that same bracket. But Paz has been doing it. He's been doing like on the ground recordings of them guys in the meetings. I think the stuff around Axie that has been developing recently is really, really good to see as well. So shout out to you for that. But 100%, like if someone could be in there and it's like in the offices, do recording content, doing small, short interviews and stuff like that. Like we really bring Sky Mavis to life. Like we become a culture train. Like and if you want to pay me $500,000 a year to do it, then I will do it. So thanks so much. But let's move on to the next topic. Well, this is where we're going to close out the show. But I just thought this was really, really funny. Kydro. I thought I was going to close the show on a Kydro announcement. Fucking not me. But Matt, shout out to Matt, bro, legend. He was doing some nosing around on Google, finding out what the information about Kydro Chronicles was. We saw that Robert tweeted out about 2 weeks ago saying that like a big book deal was happening and like things are, announcement. And he discovered that on Barnes & Noble's website right now, Kydro Volume 1 is a product for $36, ladies and gentlemen. This is big. Like this could be a completely rash theory that has no substance at all. But think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be honest. KDR token. Don't want to be a fudder, but here's some FUD. Why the fuck would I want KDR token? What am I going to spend it on? And if the only thing I'm going to spend it on is buying the book anyway, then cool, great, token sinks, awesome. But then what happens to those tokens? Where do those tokens go? Who then holds those tokens? Who does what do they do with those tokens, etc., is like a whole other conversation to be had. The NFTs of Kydro, we think back to the Spark suits, right? We think back to the pilots. The one thing that was, for me, the reason I was so bullish on Kydro was because of the royalty conversation, because they have a universe that they've created. They have lore, they have substance, they have something that fandom can be built around, right? These are Volume 1 is a book. It's a magazine. It's the story. It's the comic book. Sorry, I don't know why I went all the different. It's a comic book, right? That includes the characters which are part of their NFT collection, right? Some of the characters in this book will be actual NFTs. The conversation around royalty distribution of the actual owners of those NFTs was the reason I was so bullish. I was thinking, this right here, Barnes & Noble's comic book release, let's get sales out the door. Let's bring in royalties back to NFT holders, right? Let's think about a Netflix series. I mean, that's fucking absolute ambition right there. But like, that is fucking massive. That is why I was championing Kydro from the jump, not because of their game. Let's be honest, it's not their bag. There is going to be some more developments on the game, but it's not their bag. The best thing about Kydro was the universe that they brought to us, right? They've built something incredible. But I think if you look at the management of the thing, I don't know if that has been. I mean, my opinion is that it hasn't been great, right?
I think got farmed. I think management is a very generous word to be using here. I think that pure farm. Like, what were the plans with the tokens except for extraction? None. What were the plans with the NFTs except extraction? None. Wasting money on a game. Very little proper thought put into making a game, like a 3v3v3. Yeah. I don't know. And so I don't know. Just every aspect of it in retrospect.
They thought it was a really cool idea.
For me, this is even insulting. Like, because the way they're communicating is like, here's the like, you can't do nothing for a year and then say that, and then it's pre-ordering for November of 2026. So it's an announcement of an announcement next month that you can pre-order for next Christmas. Not next Christmas, like the upcoming one, the one after that, bro.
Available for pre-order November 10th, 2026. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, but it will be next year. Don't put it on your Santa's list, ladies and gentlemen. He will not be bringing that to your door on December 25th this year.
Here's what I'll say. I would just say keep an eye out on announcements in January and dump all of your Kydro NFTs on any hype that comes in January. That's what I'm going to do.
True, get something out of it. Yeah, I mean, but just picture this, because I don't want to like I had a couple chats with Peggy and Rob, and like as people, I think they were fucking great. They were fantastic. They had a vision. They were passionate, maybe naive, when coming into this industry.
No, sorry. You can't just say that when people are at the head of a project and when so much money is extracted. You're not allowed to say, yeah, they're nice people. No, they're either, and if somebody else abused of their niceness and all of that, then they should come forward and make a statement about it. As long as they're silent, they're responsible, and it's a face that they're putting on. And I'm not. It's going to require mountains of effort on their behalf for me to even consider changing my mind.
Yeah. Here. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, if nice people, who gives a fuck, bro? At the end of the day, like you're here to do. You propose that you're here to do.
I know many nice people in my life who haven't stolen millions of dollars from my community. So
I'm done in 5. Yep. Well, that's the juice, mate. That's where we end today's show, bro. Because I gotta get the fuck out of here. But fun times. We'll be back on Tuesday. Will we have the release of the end of year meme? Maybe so. We don't know just yet. But it's always an interesting time. Let's see how things continue to go. Fableborn seems to be on the up trajectory in terms of players coming through, and that'll be the topic for the rest of this month, man. Shout out to Mark of the Zeal. Shout out to Kitty World, the greatest builders here in our community. Some stuff coming out, I think 2026 for them. Nothing right in the immediate. So the focus is where the focus is, and we do have good products here. Do not overlook the prospect of Ronin becoming the epicenter of the gaming narrative when it swings back round. Right now is not then, but it is what it is. You don't think nice people exit scam? Of course they do. Well, hey, proof is in the fucking pudding, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? The proof is in the fucking pudding. But
then you're not a nice person. Sorry, that's all.
Whatever. Yeah,
that's my definition. It is what it is. Enough coverage of that shit.
It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But look. Fucking awesome.
You muted yourself there for a bit. Bye, everybody.
Ta-ra, have fun.
Ain't not signing big. She wanna give me ABC. Wait, I mean ABJ. I don't even smoke no more my G, but right now I feel Cali high. I knew the truth, so I asked, and you're still here trying to lie. Me, I just wait on karma. Wait till I get that car, no drama. No point talking about this bread if I got fans that are currently popped down. You said you got my address. But I got yours though, you man sat there talking shit while I'm overseas, got paid in euros. I done you dirty so many times. Wait, now you wanna cheat on me? It just pushed me away from you.
Not a chance that I can't hear any of you fuckers right now, and you actually are.
Oh, shut up!